Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back. Episode 193. Shit, dude. We're nearly at 200. Crazy. We're on the Linux. What's up?
Has somebody joined already?
I don't know, dude. Actually, I don't have my phone. Oh, shit, my phone's here. You want to say hello, bro? I don't think there's anyone watching yet.
No,
Oh,
yeah,
there
that's
is, bro. There you go.
I was about to say, why are you
What's up,
saying
man?
hello if nobody's there? Yeah.
There's someone there now, I guess. What's up? What's up, Adit? Yeah, how you doing, bro? 1 second, dude. Gotta get my stuff set up. Alright, bro. Yeah. So crazy. Approaching 200 days. What a journey. It's been crazy. Probably gonna be a shorter stream today. I'm gonna look at some problems today. Take a look at the Leetcodin problems. Oh shit. Sorry, it's probably a little bit of a later stream. Squirix, dude, what's up? Squirix, you gotta send me the your channel, dude. You gotta send me your channel, bro. For some reason, didn't really like that one you sent me. You had to give it to me in that other form. I think the plan here, we're gonna take a look at the last problem we were looking at yesterday, and probably take a look at the problem of the day. I am literally fucking exhausted, dude. Oh my god. Like, I gotta get ready. It's gonna be a shorter week as well. I already did, hopefully in the correct format. Here, let me take a look before we start. Okay, sweet. Good. I think that's the format. Let's take a look here. It's gonna be a short week. Heading out of San Francisco on Wednesday. Oh shit, dude. So it's gonna be a crazy, crazy week. I don't know. So I'm gonna make a cool video. I've said that before. I'm gonna make a cool video on the channel. So hopefully it should be pretty cool. Let me. There we go. Okay, Squarex, I added you as a mod, so it should. I think if you refresh or something, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what it would look like, but yeah. Any other announcements? Yeah. I have a job interview. So what's up, Llama? I have a job interview, guys, so I'm very excited. There we go, dude. I have a job interview. It's for a believe it or not, I interviewed for what I'm scared about, right? Is I interviewed for a position, for a different position. It was a security position that I interviewed for. It was like a security analyst position. Anyway, I did the interview. The guy really liked me. And instead, like, he thought I'd be a good fit. Like, it was an entry-level security position. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, he really liked me, and I told him about kind of the stuff I was working on. I, told him about what I like to do. Kind of showed him my stuff. The mod team has assembled. There we go, bro. Type shit. Yeah, I told him the stuff I like to work on, and he transferred my application to the software engineering department. So now, instead of applying for the security position, I applied for both, but I only got heard back from the security position. Now I'm in the software engineering department. But the thing is, it's not an entry-level software development position. It's a software engineer 2 position, which requires 3 to 5 years of experience. But I'm technically, obviously, I've been trying to set up my 7-day llama type shit. I've been, obviously, yeah, I'm aiming for an entry-level position, which is fine. I mean, it's whatever. It's just crazy that I'm interviewing for, like, a software engineer 2 position, but technically, I'm entry-level, so I don't know, but it's kind of weird, but it's something, so. Got my coffee here, dude. Let's take a look at this problem here. Take a look at this problem of the day. But yeah, that's my announcements. So I have that interview after I get back from San Francisco on the 3rd. So it's awesome. I think you got this HP Enterprise server. Let's go, SquareX, dude. That sounds dope, dude. Depends on their hierarchy. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, usually, I mean, I don't know. At least in the job posting of this position, they want someone from 3 to 5 years of experience for this position. But I don't know. I assume I'd probably start out as entry level anyway. But maybe, you know, if they like me, maybe they take me on. I don't know. But I guess we'll see. I think we're gonna aim to solve this problem today, the daily problem. We're going to solve hopefully hang on, let's see this. Oh, I meant like, is that for a website plus API? I have given an assessment of Citadel today. Oh shit, dude, let's go. That's fire, dude. I got an online assessment today in my email too from IBM, I think. That's my first online assessment that I've been applying to. I think it was an automatic. They sent it to me straight away because I literally applied and I got the online assessment, but so nothing special. But how'd you go on that? How'd you go on that Citadel assessment? Okay, maximum area of longest diagonal rectangle. Oh shit. So you're given a 2D 0 index integer array dimensions for all indices. 0 is less than I is less than dimensions I length. Dimensions I 0 represents the length. Dimensions I represents the width of the rectangle I. Return the area of the rectangle having the longest diagonal. If there are multiple rectangles, the longest diagonal. Return the area of the rectangle having the maximum area. So I assume here for index 0, length is equal to 9, width is equal to 3, diagonal length is 9 times 9 plus 3 times 3, square root 90. Okay, so we're taking the square root here. So I believe this should be pretty straightforward. I need to give it today, not done yet. Oh shit, okay. Well, good luck, man. I hope the best for you, dude. Make sure to add a cheap GPU. I hate how servers have issues with graphics. Yep. The only server I've ever made is my old computer, desktop computer. So I think here this would be a pretty straightforward problem. I mean, I think we do a simple for loop here. You know, we do the... Looks like here they give us the formula here. Maybe they give us a formula in the hint here. Yeah, diagonal of square root. So we take the square root. So probably just O of n, right? We take the formula here, the square root of length squared plus width squared, right? And then we just check the max, right? I feel like that's probably the most straightforward approach. I feel like it should be pretty simple. So I think we do, okay, for const no, for const auto reference in for rectangle in dimensions. I think we should probably make this a little bit bigger. I think this should be a pretty straightforward problem. Yeah, let's put on some music actually. Yeah, my server, he's an old AMD, but much better than just a terminal. There you go, dude. What music should I play today, guys, bro? What do you think for today's stream, dude? Lo-fi that shit, bro. There you go, dude. So I don't get the copyright, bro. Once my home lab is more organized, I might share more pictures of it. How much did it cost to get the home lab set up, SquareX? Like to get everything, or your equipment and everything. I feel like I need to get a job before I start doing home lab stuff, dude. I don't have any money for any of that, so. Let me search for some lo-fi. Shit, dude, I'm blanking. Is reference before or after? Is reference... before or after variable name? It's either going to be declaring a reference symbol is typically placed after the type and before the variable name. After the type, before the variable name, yeah. So this is getting the memory address here. We want the reference. It really depends on what type of server you're gonna have. Okay, all right. I've only ever used my old equipment, you know, my old PC or old shit in my house, like. Kind of wanna, yeah, bro. Show that we can learn also. There we go, dude. What should I do on Spotify, guys? I don't know what lo-fi to play, dude. Lo-fi girl, dude. Let's do that. I got this one with like Homer Simpson, dude. Let's do this. Look at this Homo one right here, bro. Chill drive, dude. Oh shit, dude, it's kind of loud. Let's turn that shit down, dude. Oh my god. There we go, bro. Okay. Back to the problem. So I think we're gonna need obviously a res to return, right? Res being the max, right? We have I is less than dimensions on length, represents the width. Return the area of the rectangle having the longest diagonal. If there are multiple rectangles with the longest diagonal, return the area of the rectangle having the maximum area. Okay. He can be coding all night. There you go, dude. I also got my protein shake here. Anyway. Okay, so let's do this. So we go full const auto rect, right? We probably want to do, okay, well, int length is equal to rect 0. Int width is equal to rect 1. Right, we want to calculate our what do we want to do here? Calculate our, let's do, I was actually able to snipe that rack server for €10. They go for around €150 in that configuration. Wow, bro. That's awesome, dude. Okay, we grab the length and the width. What do we want to do now? Well, we want to calculate our longest diagonal, right? So int res is equal to, not int res, we can do res. Actually, let's do int diagonal. We'll save this as the maximum one. Int diagonal is equal to the, we want length times, what is it here? What was our formula here? Length squared times width squared. So I guess we can do diagonal is equal to length times length plus width times width. Enterprise servers are cheap these days, not that powerful, but good for learning. Yeah, dude, definitely. 100% agree. I'm thinking now, yeah, a decimal value here, so probably want to double. In double. Just want to double. Double diagonal is equal to length times length plus width times width. Then we probably want to do a width here. Our width just being what? Length times width. Alright. Then I I've been beating down multi and IC server in my office. I might need y'all help setting that up since I'm not really familiar with networking server. I'm not really that knowledgeable, but I'm sure there's definitely other people that are. Okay, so if the diagonal is greater than our res, right? Can we probably need the square root here? Can we do? I don't know if this is possible, but I'm gonna leave this root C++. Include C math, dude. SCD square root. We can all share this knowledge. Thanks, Grix. Yes, sir. So taking the square root here, we do the width. We don't want int width. We want to do int area. So if our diagonal is greater than res, we just want to update it, right? So we do res is equal to diagonal. And what was our other case here? We want to turn the area of the rectangle having the longest diagonal. If there's multiple rectangles with the longest diagonal, turn the area of the rectangle having the maximum area. So I believe here I decided to finally install Linux on my main workstation. There we go, dude. Linux is tough, dude. I fucking barely even know what I'm doing, bro. So trying to think here. Would we want an else? Maybe an else if I guess if we have multiple ones with the same length, maybe we want to do what? Diagonal. Also, if diagonal is equal to what are we returning here? We're return the area of the rectangle having the longest diagonal. Diagonal length is 10. So the rectangle at index 1 has the greatest diagonal length, therefore return the area. Oh, okay. So res is equal to area. Trying to think what this yeah, KVM that baby. By the way, I decided to install Linux. KVM, dude, KVM's expensive, bro. Turn the area of the longest rectangle. Let's have a for loop here. Turn our res right here. Auto rect, diagonal, we have our area. We update our area here. If our diagonal is this, then we update it. Else if for all indices, like width of the rectangle, return the area of the rectangle having the longest diagonal. There are multiple rectangles with the longest diagonal. Return the area of the rectangle having the maximum area. I don't know what this else if case would be here. I'm gonna return this for now. Sorry, if diagonal. Guess we need like a int max diagonal. Diagonal is equal to 0. Guess we're checking diagonal is greater than max diagonal. Guess this can be -1 for now. I guess it could be 0 too. I think 0 is fine actually. Because what are we working with? Okay, it's always going to be 2. Okay, I think 0 should be fine. Let's leave it at that. Undeclared identifier. Spelling it wrong. Let's just copy it here. No. We are missing a colon here. Of course, we always miss the colons. Okay. I don't think this is obviously not going to work, but okay, yeah. 32. So I guess we need like some sort of LCF here. Right, LCF. Max diagonal. And we want to do area is greater than max area. Then res is equal to area. Is that gonna work, dude? I'm glad to identify a max area. A max diagonal is equal to max diagonal. And area is greater than res. That's what I want. I don't know if this is gonna work now. I can see why it probably has a low acceptance here. I can see why this has a 30% acceptance rate, dude. I think everyone gets confused with this fucking statement here. If there are multiple rectangles alongside, I return the area. I think I'm literally not understanding this properly. I would assume. It cost me a good 30 minutes. Seems like a bit of basic comprehension. Okay. There are multiple rectangles along a diagonal. Return the area of the rectangle having the maximum area. The area of a rectangle. Trying to think. Diagonal is equal to max diagonal. And the area is greater than res. Then we set res to be equal to the area. Ooh, we're not setting our max diagonal. That's why. Max diagonal is equal to diagonal. That's what we're missing here. I think. Maybe this will work. You know about multi-sets. Oh, we're close now. Not specifically. Do you know multi-sets can have duplicates? How come no one is giving you a job in 193 days? You have a lot of skill. Oh, thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Do you know about multi-sets? Multi-sets can have duplicates. Set versus multi-set. Hang on. Multi-set is a collection that stores multiple instances of the same element, allowing duplicates. I have not really used a multi-set before. I didn't know even C++ had a multi-set. So I guess what? It's the opposite of a... You can solve this using multi-sets. Multi-set in C++. Multi-set is associated with container to the similar set, but it can store multiple elements at the same value. Increasing order by default, but it can be changed to any desired order. Similar to the set, but it can store multiple elements with the same value. It is sorted in increasing order by default, but it can be changed in any desired. Yeah, I have never used a multi-set, bro. Thank you for showing me this. Set with duplicated set and sorted. Yeah, dude, I've never seen this before. Is this only a C++ thing? A multi-set? Damn, dude, I've never used multiset. Thank you for showing me this. Maybe I can share you my submission link after you're done. Yeah, dude, show me. Yeah, dude, send it to me on Discord. I'd love. I'll put it on the screen. I've never worked with a multiset, so I'm not sure. So yeah, I'm nearly passing all the test cases here. I feel like maybe this is not working properly. I feel like there's something wrong with this here. Diagonal is equal to max diagonal. Maybe this isn't. Because what are we comparing this to? Two integers, right? Maybe we need to go. Let me ask Claude here. They are the same. For higher precision, option 2 using Motherboard epsilon. Let's try this here. I feel like it maybe could be because of the precision here. So maybe if we set, we have our epsilon here, right? Then we can take this here and this inside of here. We're just doing the same thing, just with more precision. I feel like maybe it's because we're using the integers here potentially, and it's not liking it. So if math.abs diagonal max diagonal is less than epsilon and area is greater than res, let's try this. Const epsilon. Maybe let's get rid of this. Let's just compare it by itself. 1e minus 9. Designer is going to identify a math. Oh, we need to include our math. Is it math.h? I don't remember what it is, dude, to be honest. Standard library. Abs function. Okay, I'm going to include this. Maybe it could be this library for integers typed in long. Let's take this. Hey Max, today streaming late. Yeah, dude, I ended up taking a nap. I took a nap, dude. I was so tired, like it was insane. Hey Ryan, how's the tutorial going, bro? Math.abs. Is this working properly? Math.abs diagonal. Yeah, is less than 1e and area is. Okay, I think. Compiler error. I'm not going to identify math. Why doesn't it like this? Is it because it's a capital? Math.abs. Hey Scroox, okay, it's going well. Just finished making my first JS project. Let's go, dude. Oh my god, dude. How to use math.abs. C++. I don't think I'm importing this properly. So it is the CMath library. std abs. Okay, so it's not math.abs. I'm stupid. Why the hell would I think that? We just need abs. I think. I'm not familiar with the C++ libraries yet. Okay, so now I'm missing a after condition. Okay, bro, I cannot see this properly, dude. This is so AIDS. What am I missing here? So we're taking the absolute value of diagonal, the max diagonal. So this looks good. And area is less than res. Let's just get rid of this for now. Just so we can get this running, dude. I don't know why this is not checking properly. There we go. Okay. Let's see if this submits. Probably won't. Okay. I think we just need that last check. And what was it? Res is res is less than, and what area? Let's just do area is greater than res. Okay, I think this should run. I think. Oh my gosh, dude. No way. Bro, what is going on here? Okay, what if... I feel like I'm messing something up here. What if we just did... Let's do res is equal to max res area. Oh, I forgot the column. Dude, I can see why 30% acceptance rate. I've literally submitted this like 10 times. Like, oh my god, dude. Okay, so what am I missing here? I'm checking that it's less than equal to? Is that what I'm checking? I don't know. No, I'm just guessing at this point. Nope, it's not that. Okay, back to the drawing board here. Res, our max diagonal, const order, right dimensions, grabbing everything, calculating the diagonal here, calculating the area. Maybe we don't do square root and just make the diagonal squared. In that way, it would be easy to compare in the condition. I feel like now that I don't know about that. I don't know if that's the reason. Maybe don't do the square root and just make. Maybe it's because I'm using integers here. Right? I don't know. I feel like it's got to be some sort of type issue, I think. I'm not really 100% sure. I feel like my logic is pretty... Check if the diagonal is greater, then we're checking if the absolute value of the diagonal minus the max diagonal is less than 1e to the power 9. Checking the precision here. Then we're taking our max, right? So this looks correct. I think this is correct, right? From my understanding, I think this is correct. I think what we're missing here is maybe it's a type issue here. What is your else if condition for? It's a more precision check. So originally we were using the double equals, but I think what's happening here is that I'm not strictly using the types here. I think maybe because I'm using integers, maybe they should be doubles. I don't know, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe it should be a double. But instead of doing the double equals, I'm doing is less than 1e to the power of 9, so I'm checking the decimal less than the decimal. I don't exactly know what this number is, but what exactly how many decimals it is, but I have a general idea, but I don't know. What do you think? What could be the issue here, dude? I don't know. I think we're checking the square root fine here. Yeah. I'm trying to think here. If we're taking the double diagonal, we're not going to get a double value here, right? Because we're working with integers. So maybe these should be long longs. I don't know. Double is 64-bit, right? Double C++ is 64-bit, right? Or sorry, not 64-bit. Typically offers 15, 17 digits precision. So what is long again? Long C++. Okay, long is 64 bits wide. Double is double bits. Double is just floating point. Okay, so it is 64 bits in computer memory. So what's the one underneath that? That would be floating point. Floating point would be what, 32? Is it 32 bits? Floating point on a superposition floating point. Yeah, it's a format uses 32 bits. Yeah, okay. You maybe are complicating things by doing square root, not needed for the current constraints. I just posted the project link to Discord Dev Talks. Sounds good, Ryan. I'll take a look. You may be complicating things by doing square root. Why is that? I don't understand why this should be called. This is exactly what the I feel like the problem requires, no? I mean, I don't know. So what if I did double double. Nope. Comparing the current formula and the square of the formula is the same thing. Comparing the current formula. Honestly, I'm a little confused with what you're saying, dude. Comparing the current. I'm a little confused with what you're saying, added. Yeah, I think that's what Llama was trying to say. Long, let's go. Yeah, type shit, Llama. I don't know. I feel like it has to do something with the types. I don't really understand what you're trying to say there, dude. Comparing the current formula and the square of the formula is the same thing. And the square of the formula is the same thing. Like, yeah, dude. I don't know what my issue is, dude. I'm lost. I don't know what it is. I actually have no idea, bro. Like, this should be double for starters. We are returning an integer. Could that be our issue? Like, if square root a squared plus b squared is greater than... Oh! There we go. So maybe it wasn't that. My issue was I wasn't using double here. But I got -0 here as my... What is this, dude? Let's resubmit that. Okay. I don't know. I guess maybe it was double. So was double same as long? No, double and long are not the same. They represent different number. So it's whole numbers on any fractional. Allowing a wide range to doubles floating point data time. Let me store correctly. Long stores, integers, double stores, floating types, precision, long stores, integers, precise within its range, double flights. Let's check out the Discord. Let's take a look. Okay, so this was your implementation here. So you use a multi-set here. I assume they can store a pair here. So the key, I'm gonna assume it's like what the key and the frequency sort of thing. So size int d I times dimensions I plus dimension I minus 1 in area is equal to dimensions I times I1 ms insert d area order. Yeah, wow, that is a much more cleaner solution than mine. I feel like mine's all over the place, bro. A pair of values, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's just a pair of values, but yeah, dude, I've never done a multi-set before, so I guess I just learned something new today about multi-sets. Is that a C++ specific thing, a multi-set? Yeah. Is that added yet? Is that a C++ thing only? Explanation on multi-sets. Multi-sets in C++. It's just Boolean, so my values haven't checked in other languages. Yeah. What about sorting? Cool, dude. I that's really interesting. It's a bit contradictory, but when you get that great job, I'll be proud, and still sad to miss these awesome live streams. Not saying anything against your success, but yeah, it'll be bittersweet. Thank you, Ryan. That's a really sweet message, bro. Thank you so much. I plan to keep streaming, dude. You know, I don't know. I plan to keep the channel going. I'm not gonna kill the channel, or I'm not gonna just like disappear off the face of the earth. Again, I said this in other streams. You know, I just kind of enjoy kind of sharing my passion and what I like to do. I think I'm going to continue to live stream. So I'm going to make videos. I'm going to continue to live stream. Maybe I'm going to be live streaming different things. Maybe I'll live stream me doing some Leetcodin problems for fun. Maybe I'll live stream, you know, me working on the, a project that I'm working on or whatever. I'm gonna make other cool videos too. I'm gonna try and do more like lifestyle stuff and other things like that, but I plan to keep it going, so I won't be leaving, dude. It's definitely fun. I've made a lot of friends and it's been great. So yeah, appreciate everyone that's like kind of stuck around and watches every day. Makes me wanna keep going, dude. I don't want to quit. So eventually I'll find something. So but yeah, that was literally sounds so AIDS, but I guess we got it in the end. How many times did we submit it? Submitted it like 10 times, dude, but we got it. Tell me to try the new features, dude. What is this? Ask Elite. Pair program with Leet, dude. No way, bro. They got AI. Not Inferno, dude. What's up? Good to see you again, bro. How's the job search? It's going good, dude. I actually have an interview, dude. I have an interview coming up. So, I'm going to San Francisco. Today's the 25th. I leave for San Francisco this day here. I leave for SF. Oh, whoops. Oh. Oh. Oh my god, dude. All day ends Tuesday. Yeah, so I'm going for San Francisco. Well, that's a showing. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm going to continue. I'm going to keep continuing. So, yeah, I'm going to San Francisco, guys, on Wednesday. And I have... So, I believe... Let's go to the next month. How the fuck do I go to next month? Next month, yeah. So, I have my interview this day here. And then we have the interview here. So, literally the day after I get back on the 3rd. So... I guess we'll see how it goes. I don't know. Kind of up in the air because it is a software engineering position, like what I said, but a little bit up in the air because, I can't really start till January. So, because I work on campus as a teaching assistant. So, I don't know necessarily if these companies recruit out that far in advance. Like, it's not like I'm aiming for big tech that, like, of course, I'm applying to big tech positions. I don't even know if I'll pass the interview, but I'm gonna try. So, but I don't know. Hopefully, if I tell them I can't really start till January, like maybe that's okay. Did they tell you what the interview rounds are? I had not yet. I had an initial screening with HR, and then now I'm meeting with the software engineering manager. So, I don't know. It didn't really say anything that it was a technical interview. It didn't really say anything. I think the interview is 45 minutes. So maybe it'll mix of both. Maybe it'll just be like a behavioral interview and then maybe I'll have a technical interview. I have no idea. So I guess we'll see. It's a life insurance company. So it's a pretty big life insurance company. So I don't know. I guess we'll see, but I cannot believe Leetcodin is bringing in an AI assistant, dude. That's so funny. Let's check out Ryan's game. Why isn't this loading, dude? Player 1 wins. Player 1, player 2. I don't know if it's my internet that maybe that's slow. I have no idea. There we go. Cool, dude. I remember doing this. This is dope, dude. You're getting through it quick, man. It's good stuff. Good luck, Max. I hope everything goes well. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. Yeah, now that I think about it, refresh it, it should work. Hang on, I think my Ethernet cable wasn't plugged into my computer, dude. Hang on. Good job, man. Getting through that stuff quick, dude. Way quicker than I was, so keep grinding, dude. I always tell you, it gets better and better, so. Cool stuff, cool stuff. Alright, we're gonna take a look at that problem we were finishing yesterday on stream. Fuck, man, that's bright. So look at that, dude. I need to get some, ooh. I need to get some blue light glasses, dude. Oh my gosh, dude, my eyes are... Gotta stop sitting in the dark, bro. Yeah, maybe... I gotta get some sort of blue light glasses here, bro. I don't know. Have to take a look at that later, but... yeah, so yeah, let's take a look at the problem we were finishing yesterday. And then I think we might call it a early night here. Let's take a look here. What were we doing the other day? I don't remember which problem we were doing. Use a small lamp. Yeah, dude, I don't have a lamp, dude. Oh, actually, hang on. I got an idea. Hang on. I got an idea, bro. There we go, bro. Look at this, dude. Look at this. Oh, shit. Oh my gosh, dude. Is that better or what, dude? Can't believe I never thought about that, bro. W light, bro. W light. Let's take a look here. I think we were solving some problem in here the other day. Subarray sums? No. Does anyone here? I'll be going, guys. Go to sleep. See you later. See you, Squirrels, dude. Good to see you again, bro. Have a great night, bro. Yeah, guys. I don't know what problem I was solving yesterday. Does anyone remember what I was doing yesterday? There was one that I didn't fully solve. Counts merged. It was this one. There we go. Found it. So we were looking at this problem yesterday. No way, bro, dude. What happened to my submission, dude? I want my code back, dude. Give me my code. Give me my code, bro. You deleted my code. Okay. So let's run this code. Yeah, I also need to get ready for college. I'm also leaving in a few minutes. Sounds good, Ryan, dude. I think I'm going to take a look at the remainder of this problem here. 721 accounts merge. So here we have our adjacency list. And I don't know if this implementation was correct. Alright, bye Max, everyone. See you later, man. See you later, Ryan. Have a great night, dude. Or a great day for you. I think it's the morning for you, so have a great day, bro. Just account and accounts. We grab the name. Here, what are we doing here? We, from yesterday, we grabbed the zeroth value, right? Because that zeroth value was John. Let's bring this Discord over here. We push back here. Account 1, email to name, turn graph. Console key reference, key value in graph. It's the print function. So we're grabbing the second value here. Then we're grabbing the account value dot pushback account I. Graph ACCI dot pushback count 1. So we're making a undirected graph here. Email to name, count I is equal to name. So we have two functions here. We have our this print function takes an unordered map here, so we're printing the graph. We have our email to name, right? I don't remember exactly what we were doing here. I remember we were doing the DFS here, but I don't exactly remember how. Hey guys, I gotta close my door 1 second. Let's revisit the problem. Given a list of accounts, account size, a list of strings, emails. Like to merge these accounts. Two accounts definitely belong to the same person if there is some common email to both accounts. Note that even if two accounts have the same name, they may belong to different people. Person can have any number of accounts initially, but all of their accounts definitely have the same name. To merge the accounts, return the accounts initially, but all of their accounts definitely have the same name. After merging the accounts, return the accounts in the following format. First element of each account is a name. The rest of the elements are emails in sorted order. The first element of each account is the name. I'm just a little confused. I saw the stream offline, was too lazy to try this question. Help me solve it help me solve it, dude. You're goated, dude. I need your help, dude. You're the goated competitive programmer, dude. I'm not. I'm ass, dude. I'm not even too sure how to kind of think about this, to be honest. 3 of our reds here, what we're returning here in this function. Vector is string. We need to think about our DFS implementation. I don't even know how I would implement DFS here. I really don't know, dude. I was thinking about maybe watching a video, honestly, on this problem. This is definitely a tough problem. I feel like this should be a hard problem, dude. 21 accounts merge. Leetcodin does have a video on it in Python. I think we looked at this yesterday.
Placing your first options trade? With real-time insights from
Hey everyone, welcome back, and let's write some more neat code today. So today let's solve the problem accounts merge.
What is a disjoint set? Do you know what is disjoint set? Not off the top of my head, but is that the union find algorithm? I don't know. I've heard of it. I'm just not 100% familiar. I'm not using union find. If you're talking about union find, yeah, I'm not using union find here. I'm using adjacent. I created an adjacency list, and then I'm using DFS to solve it because I think that can still work. That's probably the longer way to do it. Probably disjoint set is the union find. I'm just like, I don't know it off the top of my head, bro. Like I just like, I don't know. I don't really memorize the algorithms. I really wouldn't know how to implement it. I'd have to look up the algorithm, but let's see, does Nico do DFS or what does he do here? So he does do union find. Definitely not a me problem. Should be a hard problem in my opinion. Dude, common, big, and interview question, dude. That's crazy. Yeah, I think I'm gonna need some help from trusty old Claude to solve this, dude. Because I'm not sure kind of how to go about this. I don't even know if what I have right now is correct, to be honest. How would I think about solving this DFS solution? Accounts for each name is followed by emails. The goal is to merge accounts that share any email address since they belong to the same person. Your current approach now says your ability to do this is the right idea but needs a small fix. Okay, so something's wrong. Connects the first email to all others. Connects all others back to first. This creates a star pattern. Okay, we know that. But emails 2, 3, 4 don't connect to each other. How to think about the DFS solution. Better adjacency building. Connect every email to every other email in the same account. Actually, to be honest, practice topic specific for now. Right now, we're just randomly exploring. Practice topic specific. Yeah, you know, I don't know. Yeah, do you have any playlists, dude? Because I mean, dude, I've solved like nearly 500 problems, so it's like, I feel like I have a good idea about. Again, I feel like everyone learns at a different pace. I think you mentioned before I have solved more problems than you, but I definitely think you're way better than me. But, you know, I feel like I have a good understanding for most problems. You know, that's why I'm kind of targeting just like random stuff. But if you have a better thing to put together, a better playlist, I wouldn't mind kind of doing problems out of your playlist. Yeah, I am picking kind of random stuff, but so let's compare what we have here to what Claude is telling me. So I think here we're getting like, for example, take binary search and have random questions of it. Okay, yeah. Maybe that's probably a good idea. I'll probably do that starting tomorrow. Connect every email to every other email in the same account. For here, we have our email account. Okay, so this is what we were missing before. Use DFS to find all connected components in the graph. Each connected component represents one person's merged account. So we're passing a const string email, const unordered map, string vector, string graph. So passing in our graph, and then our vector of string components. So visitor.insert email. We're defining an unordered set outside. If graph.find email does not equal graph.end. Well, const string neighbor and graph.add email. Um, What is my current solution doing? It's not really doing anything, dude. I can send you the code. Yeah, I'll send you the code, what I got so far. I'll put it in, there you go. I put it in the Discord for you, bro. So right now I have a print graph that obviously just prints what's inside my graph. I'm creating an adjacency list, like a typical graph problem. When I think about graph problems, I think about adjacency lists. I have, right now, what I fully understand is where I build the adjacency list, so my unordered map graph where I build the adjacency list. There I'm building the adjacency list, looping through all the accounts, grabbing our string name, so our first element in our array. Then what I had before was I was looping through every single other value that wasn't the name in the accounts.size, but Claude was telling me that I need to do for each email, if not visited. Sorry, what am I looking at here? Connect every email to every other email in the same account. So I wanted me to do the double for loop there and add everything. But then I don't really understand why. I think yesterday from memory was I was looking at a video and for some reason they had an email to name graph, and I'm trying to figure out why I have two separate graphs. So that's where I'm stuck at right now, but I'm honestly really tired, so so maybe it's not the best time to look at it because it's just been crazy weeks these past 2 weeks, so yeah, what do you think, bro? I'm doing a DFS implementation here, not a union find. I probably should do a union find, but I don't know. This is what I've thought, so. I'm not sure why Claude recommended me to do this, but let's see what Claude has to say. Okay, that's what I thought it was doing. ABC, grabbing everything. Connecting those components here. No J values, loop ends, result, all emails connected. Yep. Okay, so I understand why. Okay, so that works. Okay, so how do I think about implementation with graph? Okay, follows look. Same person, so we have our DFS function here. Visit.insert email. Add this email to our current merged account. Current account.pushback email. Export all connected emails neighbors. If graph.find email. You have constring reference neighbor in graph.add email. If visitor.find neighbor is equal to visitor.end DFS. How to use email to name. Serves as your starting point iterator. So we need a visitor array, so that is typical. So let's put that in. Oops, what is it? Unordered set string visited, right? We Lucy Lou, honestly, you're just my background noise while I set up my N8 and coding workflow, but damn, kinda glad to see you going places, hopefully. Yo, Lucy, thank you, bro. Appreciate that, man. Thanks for the kind words, dude. I really appreciate you kinda hanging around, dude. So, you don't need to create an edge between every email on the list for one record like you're doing. So what would be the better way then? I don't know. I understand now why I'm doing it, why Claude is telling me to do it, because before when I had the separate loop, I wasn't actually connecting everything in that star pattern that they were talking about. I wasn't creating all my edges. I was just creating it to the current I that we were at, but now I'm connecting everything using this double loop. So I'm not sure maybe what the better solution would be. What would you say, Adid? Oh shit, dude, I got my fantasy draft. Shit, guys, hang on. 1 second, dude. Fantasy draft, baby. We guys got pick 5 in fantasy, dude. Pick 5. Shit. Maybe can I get my fantasy draft here on the screen, dude? Speaking of fantasy football. My friend was working a real money gambling company. Now real money gambling is banned in India. Shit, dude. Hang on, let me log into my fantasy. Maybe I can get the fantasy open on here, bro. We can all draft together, dude. Okay, guys, I'm in my draft here, bro. Let's put this over here. We can draft while we look at this problem. So So I'm not on the clock yet. I just drafted Jameer Gibbs. Jameer Gibbs. Oh. You're on the clock in 7 picks, dude. Who should I pick next? We got a running back here. Maybe I go double RB, dude. Yeah, let's take a look at this. Okay, so we have our unordered set here. What did say here? Process each email if not visited. Starts as a new merged account. How does this work? This is American football, dude. So we just draft these players, dude. I don't know. I like to watch the NFL, dude. So I'm a big NFL fan. Where is there a queue? You can see the queue up here. You're on the clock in 5 picks. The queue's up here. These are my old like fraternity brothers. So for columns auto reference email name in email name, email to name. If visited.find email is equal to visited.end, vector string current account. And we sort current account on it. Okay, let's take a look at this implementation here. So I'm gonna go for const auto reference. Let's try and understand this code because this is definitely something I think I can use. Email to name, right? So we're looping through our email to name, which sorts all of our emails to our emails being the key and then our name being the bit it was in. Okay, I'm on the clock in 3 picks. Looks like I'm coming here for a receiver here. Isn't your pick whichever player you want? European Football Fantasy works like that. Yeah, it is, yeah. But I need to fill these positions here. You can see I have a running back here. See, I'm on the clock here, guys. Nico Collins, wide receiver. Who should I go for here, boys? I could go for Brock Bowers here. Be a crazy pick, but what do I got here? I got a minute to pick. I'm thinking I go for Nico Collins here, honestly. I feel like that's probably the best pick here. Yeah, I think I have to go Nico Collins here, dude, honestly. You're on the clock in 8 picks. So it looks like here 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. Oh shit, dude. I think I'm gonna go for a QB here next. I'm gonna aim for Josh Allen here. You can't pick what your friends pick. No, dude. Once a player's gone, the player's gone. So okay, so now we're checking, we're creating an iterator here and we're checking, okay, we want to find if the email is equal to visited.end. So it's not in here, right? Creating our iterator here. If it's not in here, then hang on. Visited.find. Equal to visit.end. So if it's not inside, we create a temporary vector here, right? Within this scope. Then we call our DFS function here, right? Our DFS, right? Okay, we're passing in our email here, right? So the current email that we're looking at, right? Our graph, our visited array, and our current account, right? So our current account has nothing in it. We have our visited set here, our graph here, and then the current email that we're looking at. Let's see if we're on the clock soon. We're on the clock in 1 minute. Here we go, guys. I'm I'm up here. Should I? Oh shit, dude, they took. Damn, dude, they took QB here. Bucky Irving, dude. Let's ask GPT. Let's ask Claude. Bucky Irving or Chase Brown for fantasy, dude. Come on, Claude, give me a good answer, dude. NFL and Cricket League in India have the same valuation. That's crazy, dude. I didn't know that. That's crazy. My recommendation, Chase Brown. The thing is, dude, Chase Brown has... Yeah, I'm going to go for Bucky Irving. Fuck it. I'm on the clock in 10 picks. So I have 2 good running backs here. 2 good receivers. Usually I go for a good QB, but I think I'm going to wait for a QB, honestly. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go... Alright, let's take a look here. So we come back here. DFS, current account. Format sort emails and prepend names. So after we do the DFS, why we sort the emails. So sort current account dot begin, current dot end, current account dot insert. I'm not sure why we're sorting here, but I guess we can leave that for now. We can implement our DFS function here. So what do we want to implement our DFS function? And what are we doing here? We're visitor.insert email. So mark this email as visited so we don't process it again. Add this email to our current merged account. Explore all connected emails neighbors. So if graph.find email graph add email if visited. Graph.find email does not equal graph.end. Visitor.find neighbor. Yeah, dude, I can see why this is a tough fucking hard problem. Hey guys, I think I'm gonna end the stream there for today. Probably gonna do a little bit of fantasy draft. I don't think anyone really on here really cares about my fantasy draft, to be honest. But I think I'm gonna keep coming back to this problem. This is definitely a very tough problem for me. I have to really be, I think, locked in and think about it. But just like what Aditya said, I think I'm going to start probably going from a little place. Maybe we can do binary search problems for a week and then another week do something else. Probably is a better way to do it. So, but yeah, appreciate all the love. I'll be back at it tomorrow. Thanks for all the support on the stream, guys. So thank you so much. Peace. We'll see you guys.